Another common maintenance task around the home is hanging a picture, which is reasonably straightforward. But I want to hang a picture in the dead centre of this wall. The first thing we do is measure the length of the wall and also the height of the wall. So then we have our basic measurements. Then also the width and height of the picture. And then we do some basic calculations. So now I'll measure the width. It's 3.6 metres. And we also have to measure the height of the wall, just to below the cornice. $13.80. It's always important to write down your measurements, just so you don't forget them and get confused. And now we'll get the measurements for the photo frame. The length is 770mm or 7.7 centimetres. And the height is 570mm. So I'll write that down as well. And now we also need to get the distance between the hooks on the back of the photo frame. And we also need to measure the centre to the centre of each clip. And also from the top of the frame to the top of each clip. And now I'll just write that down. It's important to get these measurements right, so you don't have to do the job again if you make a mistake. So to get the centre, I take the wall length minus the picture length and then divide that figure in two. And also the same with the height. I get the wall height minus the picture height and divide that figure in two. And then I measure that figure out. That's the centre. So I take my first line, I get my level and put it next to it, and then plumb up, just to make sure I'm marking straight. And I find where my mark down from the cornice was. We need to measure 175mm down and 15mm across. That's where the picture hook will be. And then we do the same on the other side. With my centre line for the length, I plumb up, just to make sure I'm marking straight. Mark that, 175mm down, and then 15mm in. And that's where I put the next picture hook. And just to make sure that the measurements I'm doing are level across this way, as well as plumb, I place my level on the measurement that was down from the cornice, and find the corresponding point for the marks I just did from the bottom, which is there. And then I can accurately measure 175mm down and 15mm in. So we've got our accurate measurements. All we need to do now is nail in the picture hooks. So we've got our hooks in place, and now all we have to do is put the corresponding hooks on the back of the frame right onto them. One hook and the other. And that's perfectly centred. A nice new addition to the house. So there are a few basic tips to fixing problems around your home. And the more you practice, the better you'll get and the more confidence it'll give you as well. So good luck with any projects you have in the future, and I hope I've been helpful.